From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. McCole Hardman. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff. And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
At the 17-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On the return, it's Tony.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Yellow. 15. Hey, color.
Here's Mahomes to throw. On the move to his left. It's caught inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Yellow. 15. Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and very long.
Yellow. Hey, Ribblets.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here. Dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think.
Oh, this is intercepted. Intended for Hill. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 57.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tyreek Hill. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
G, 21G. 20, TX.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. And they'll run here with A-Chain. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try and run it with A-Chain. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon A-Chain punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
Travis Kelce. He's across midfield. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 58 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll run with Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hero 15, come back.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, They're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here comes Tony on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion, Hill. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 70 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Complete to Braxton Berrios. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A-Chain diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? or they're going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction.
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, no, lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is good. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
57 colors, 57 colors. Easy.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Dancing to his left. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
15.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few steps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Rolling to his left. Connecting with Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Out to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So a good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Tua. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs come up with a late